Hello there, world of tankers. Welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Droodles Blitz, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about some really interesting information. This is the Chinese Tier 8 Collector Medium, the 59 patent. This is a Chinese Tier 8 Collector Medium, the T-34-3. Both vehicles are pretty decent in the Tier 8 category, but nothing crazy. Definitely not what I would consider a Tier 9. Well, Wargaming disagrees, and they are going to be making the T-34-3 and Type 59 patent Tier 9s in Reforged. Now, I would assume that the statistics of these vehicles are going to be changed accordingly, but it's still really weird that Wargaming is taking two Tier 8s, which have been Tier 8s forever, and making them Tier 9s. Why these two tanks specifically? Why the 34-3 and the 59 patent? Does Wargaming think they're not good enough? I don't know. But yeah, they're making them Tier 9s when Reforged comes out. The KV-13 is going from Tier 8 or Tier 7 to Tier 8. Again, why? I don't know. The Fury, Paulac, Churchill 8, Sherman Firefly, and AC-4 Sentinel are going from Tier 6 to Tier 7. The VK30-02M and VK30-01H are becoming researchable tanks, and same for the KV-13, I should add, which is actually pretty nice. It is really rare that Wargaming makes vehicles that were previously unattainable now actually able to be researched again, so that's pretty sweet. The Matilda BP and VK30-01H are becoming Tier 6s, and the AC-1 Sentinel and T6E1 are going from Tier 4 to 5. I don't really care about the low tier. But from the Matilda BP and up, we got some really, really goofy changes. I'm surprised beyond belief that Wargaming's making the Sherman Firefly a Tier 7. And the reason why that's really weird is because we have multiple different variants of the Sherman Firefly, right? We have the Saunders Firefly, which is literally a Sherman Firefly just reskinned with the Japanese flag. And maybe Wargaming decided, hey, you know what? The Sherman Firefly, it's, I don't even know. I don't even understand it. And by the way, the Sherman Firefly is a tech tree tank. So my guess on what they're going to do is they're going to make it so the Sherman Firefly is at the end of the Cromwell, and then it's a Tier 7 because of that, and then the Comet grinds to the Centurion to the FE4202. That would be my assumption. And that's probably why they're doing this, is they're like, well, you know, the Crusader and Cromwell can't be their own set, so they're adding a third tank. I don't know why they can't just make the whole line go all the way through, but that's what they're doing, I would assume, which is really weird. The Type 59 and T-34-3, though, are both collectors, or premiums. Are they they're collectors. So I don't know why they're changing the tier of those vehicles at all. And I'll give my speculation to maybe what they'll be doing with them. But the KV-13, they're going to make researchable, which means it's going to be part of a set. So I don't know exactly how they're going to do it. If it's going to be a Tier 8, then I don't even know how. I really don't know where it would go. Maybe it would branch off. Maybe the LTTB is going to be the Tier 7, and then the KV-13 will be a Tier 8, and then it'll go to the T-54 and the 62A, and then maybe there will be a Tier 9 here that goes to the Object 140. I don't know. I really don't know what Wargaming's doing, but the KV-13 being a Tier 8 is going to be really weird. I actually like the KV-13. It's kind of a goofy... It's like you take an IS and you turn it into a medium, right? Like, it doesn't have much armor. Its hull armor is really weak. But it does have some goofy angles. The turret can get some bounces. And it'll be interesting to see this as a Tier 8, because if they balance it properly, it might actually be really, really fun, especially due to the armor profile that it might have. So it'll be interesting there. But, yeah, the two most interesting changes are the 59 patent and T-34-3. First of all, the Type 59 patent has a super small 90mm, which does 225 damage per shot. It does have good pen, but are they going to change the gun? Are they going to buff the alpha? I would assume they're going to buff the alpha. If it's going to be a Tier 9, it's going to probably have, realistically, maybe 300, 250 damage per shot. It's going to have better standard pen. It's going to have better premium pen. Its DPM is going to be buffed. And I would assume the mobility will be changed. It's just, I'm losing my mind, guys. I'm losing my mind. What do you guys think about these changes? Are you in favor of these, or are you against them? Now, the good news is that if you have these vehicles, you are now basically getting a higher tier vehicle for free, right? If you already own a T-34-3 and 59 patent, they will now become Tier 9s, which is pretty sweet, right? So that's the good news. However, I'm not sure if Wargaming is going to be planning to sell these vehicles ever again. In the Wattby News post, it basically said if you don't own the vehicles, keep an eye out for them, because obviously you're getting a tier 9 for the price of a tier 8. So I would definitely recommend to keep your eyes posted for the 34-3, the Type 59, the KV-13, if they ever do come back. Now, I'm not sure if those vehicles are available in something like the Mega containers. I don't think so. No, they're definitely not in the Mega containers, because they're not very special tanks, but they are in Chinese containers. So if Wargaming does release the Chinese containers, it's possible you can get your hands on them, right? We've got the European containers, which have a bunch of tier 8s and 7s in them. And when the Chinese containers roll around, you might have that opportunity to get your hands on the vehicle. I know Collectimals do have the drop chance of giving you... Can you even buy Collectimals right now? I don't think so. But Collectimals do give you the drop chance of one of those tanks. But it's, I don't even know. I'm a little weirded out by the decision making. I did not expect to wake up today and read the news that these tanks are becoming tier 9s. Now, the cool thing is that the VK3002M and VK3001H are coming back. If you're unaware of what those vehicles are, the VK3002M is a tier 6 German medium. It is this right here. It's basically a tier 6 Panther. It's a pretty cool vehicle. It's got decent levels of DPM. I'm not running it equipped or anything, and it's got decent DPM. It has a, 73 millimeters of hull armor, 105 on the turret. The only problem with this tank is that we also have the Brett Panther, which is kind of just a better version. It looks better because it has PBR, and it's got more armor, 80 millimeters on the hull, plus it still has about the same, actually better DPM. So I mean, the Brett Panther basically makes the VK30 kind of useless, so hopefully Wargaming will rebalance this tank a little bit, but it is a very, very old vehicle, one that not many people know about. And then we also have the VK3001H, was it? Oh, that's Flobbert. I just spammed Flossie with 8,000 E's to see if he would play on Roadcraft with me today. But if we make our way over to it is the VK3001H. Okay, so that is, I'm pretty sure, the tier 5 heavy, which is right... Yes, it is this. This actually used to be on the tech tree as a tier 5, so it looks like they're bringing it back. Maybe they didn't have enough room for sets, and that's why they're doing this. That would be my assumption, is they didn't have enough room on the sets to make enough sets, so they're bringing these vehicles into the game. It's cool. I don't know where these vehicles will go. I would assume the VK3001H is going to start here, and then it will cut right to the Tiger and whatever. But either way, you guys can let me know what you think in the comments. I'm excited. I mean, it's cool that I'm going to get an upgrade on 2 tier 8s to tier 9, but I don't know what Wargaming is going to do to either of them. The 34-3 is 400 damage per shot, and we already have the WZ-120, so oh well. Either way, hopefully you enjoyed today's video. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye!